against the light here, making a left turn onto Sherman Way, which would take him towards Van Nuys Airport here. Again, that's a Penske truck allegedly stolen. We're going to get a good look at the suspect there, a male suspect who's acting very erratically. We're hearing that this may have started as some sort of domestic situation as well. Just getting all that information in. Again, a male suspect, possibly armed with knives, stole this Penske rental truck from some facility here. This pursuit has been going on just here in the valley, and it's remaining in the same location. North Hills, Van Nuys, primarily on surface streets, but he did get on the 405 for a time, but he ran into a lot of traffic southbound, so he exited. And again, it is a very slow speed pursuit, as you could see. He's driving cautiously, and even when he was running through that intersection against the light, he did so in such a way. Again, a suspect here who allegedly stole this truck. We'll get a better look at him here, guys. And this started possibly as some sort of domestic situation. Traveling westbound on Sherman Way from Haskell towards Woodley Avenue and the Van Nuys Airport. Yeah, we sure do. But we're hearing that this male suspect, very erratic, perhaps some sort of domestic situation occurred, and he's got some knives and has made all kinds of threats. So certainly a dangerous situation. But the good news is, at least right now, as he took a sip of some beverage there, he's driving in such a way that hopefully he won't injure anybody. He's driving at a very slow rate of speed right now. Yeah, we're not certain, but just being given, Liz, that we got so much information, and we are getting more information, it sounds like there's a good possibility he's in touch with somebody here. Right in the heart of the San Fernando Valley, this Penske truck traveling very slow, maybe 10, 15 miles an hour, down Sherman Way towards Van Nuys Airport here in a westerly direction. He's going to be approaching Woodley, and we understand that this has been his deal essentially the entire pursuit, driving cautiously, slowly through the neighborhoods here of Van Nuys and North Hills. North Hills, portion of the city of Los Angeles, as Van Nuys is. Hey, there's some officers there. Maybe they threw out a spike strip. It looks like they're going to try to do something. Yeah, bam. He was moving so slowly they could do that. Definitely disabled the vehicle. Yeah, there you go. They brought that to an end. It definitely, and something's, I think, bouncing around in the back of the truck possibly. I don't know if I'm just seeing a shadow there. No question. He's got some knives. We heard an unconfirmed report that he was threatening suicide by cop, and now he's picking up speed. This is the fastest he's been going for at least as long as we've seen it now. Going against traffic a little bit here as well. Northbound now, northbound on Woodley. Now let's see what he does. And it did appear that there was some damage done. Moving so slowly, and those officers from the Los Angeles Police Department were positioned in such a way that they were able to just run out to the edge of the truck and throw that strip underneath the back wheels and have him engage with it. So, all right, now he's... Yeah, we'll see if that's the case. He's got his flashers on there. It looks like the back end of the truck is kind of. It looks like possibly a dumpster in there or something in the back. As the we allegedly stolen. So I'm not sure where that took place, but this truck allegedly was stolen, and it possibly all started with some sort of domestic situation. He's northbound, by the way, on Woodley now in Van Nuys, adjacent to Van Nuys Airport, very close to the facility where Skyfox HD is based. And he's continuing at a generally slow rate of speed, but he's picked up speed a little bit at times, and he's still going through intersections, but he's doing so in a much more cautious way as compared to the one we saw this morning where that stolen vehicle suspect, was just ripping through intersections at 70, 80 miles an hour, endangering all kinds of people's lives here. Traveling northbound up towards Roscoe now. Yeah, he's moving around. Yeah, look at him like just sort of. There's no reason that he needs to be doing that right now. And again, maybe that back wheel may be damaged as well. Now he's coming up on a busy intersection here. This is northbound Woodley Avenue at Roscoe, and here he goes. He's going to try to make his way through this. These cars are turning left, and they see him. They probably don't realize this is a pursuit. Let's see what happens. He waits. He waits for him. Now he's going to start to edge out again, but there's a lot of traffic. That's Roscoe Boulevard, a very busy valley thoroughfare that runs east-west, and he's just trying to get through there. Now, I want to widen out just a little bit because I want to see where the closest patrol car is, and I'm not seeing a – no. Now they're holding traffic back and giving them a little bit of space here. And, you know, this is their tactic. The Los Angeles Police Department is continuing north now. Possibly another spike strip was just deployed there. We'll pull back just a little bit. We'll widen out and see if there's an officer a little bit further back. Yep, there was another officer right there, and we think that right at the entrance of that truck facility. We think another spike strip was deployed here. Again, this driver, an alleged stolen truck driver. Now he's getting out, or he's opening the door, northbound on Roscoe. Northbound on Roscoe, just past, northbound on Woodley, just past Roscoe, just past the Van Nuys Airport. And now he's back into North Hills, where this pursuit started. So this is a situation where, yes, indeed, this guy's determined to stay generally close to where he's comfortable with, whether or not that's his home or where he works, an area that he might be familiar with. Looks like the front tire might be flat as well now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he was having a conversation with that gravel truck driver. LAPD helicopter watching all this from overhead, even though LAPD ground units pulled off slightly. Continuing northbound on Woodley from the Van Nuys Airport into North Hills, a construction zone here. Erratic, that's all I can say, Tony and Liz. He's acting erratically, driving erratically, and he could be armed with knives. That's what we're hearing. Yeah, that's absolutely right. I had mentioned that this morning as that stolen vehicle suspect was running through lights, reckless driving, just incredible stuff we saw. And that one ended, as Sandra told us at the top of the hour, in an officer-involved shooting. And that suspect was shot and killed, the alleged stolen car suspect there. And this is an alleged stolen truck, this Penske truck, stolen from some facility. We're still trying to gather more information on how this started, but we're hearing that he may have had some sort of argument, a domestic situation. That's him. That's him. That's him. He's trying to get. Oh, look at this. This is dramatic. Punching at the window. Here comes officers at him right now. Officers are chasing him down. This is a really dangerous situation here. I do not think he was able to get back in the vehicle. Again, believed to have been armed with knives. We'll try to get it. This is such a tight shot for us. He got out. He tried to commandeer that other truck. So maybe this started as him doing just that to this Penske truck. That's a possibility. Trying to figure out what's going on. If he went under, if he crawled underneath the truck, what the situation is. Wow. We're going to try to get right on top of this. Again, it started at, go ahead, Tony, I'm sorry. We're not seeing it. I mean, he was clearly visible in that orange shirt, but really dramatic. He gets out of the vehicle, pulls right up across next to this delivery truck, tries to punch in the window, essentially I'm assuming he was trying to commandeer that truck because his has been disabled by those two spike strips. So they were successful. The wheels were damaged. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get anywhere, so he decided, hey, I need another vehicle. And I guess he's a fan of trucks because he went after this one, of all things. Right now, I mean, it looks like, it appears that they have him because otherwise this would be a situation. Yeah, they got him because guns aren't drawn. You can see the one officer going up to the driver of this bakery truck here on the left. Yeah. They're checking out. They're just going to clear it, for they're going to code for the situation, make sure that nobody else is inside. They didn't think that there was. But what a dramatic ending here. This is on Woodley Avenue, just north of Roscoe, where this Penske truck, allegedly stolen by the driver, driving erratically, but mostly at slow speeds, mostly on surface streets through North Hills and Van Nuys, on the 405 freeway for a short time. But he was going so slowly that, and I've never seen this, that officers were able to actually run up to the side of the truck and deploy the spike strip. Two of them successfully, taking out at least a couple of the tires. Truck is disabled. He decides to pull up on the side of this truck and say, hey, I want another truck. Tries to commandeer it, hits that windshield, the driver's side window really hard. He realized he wasn't going to have any success. He starts running around. Officers then from the Los Angeles Police Department just rolled around and were able to surround the truck. And it looks like they're pulling the suspect out from the side of the truck now. And we'll get a better shot of this. Dragging him into view here. There he is. It looks like he put up a fight, but they have him tied up pretty well here. And again, this is on Woodley Avenue, past Roscoe, near Parthenia Street. And you can see how windy it is. We're getting hammered by the winds. Look at the trees moving here. It's quite bumpy up here. And fortunately, at least from what we saw, nobody injured. We didn't see any accidents. He was traveling slow for most of the time. He was on the 405 for a short time. CHP picked it up for a bit, but LAPD was on it. They were the lead agency on it because this did start in the North Hills area. A stolen Penske truck being pursued. Coming to an end here, this driver acting quite erratically, and we heard that he may have had some knives in his possession as well. But he's in custody. This is a Code 4 situation, but still a lot of activity. Avoid it. Woodley Avenue, north of Roscoe. He looks unconscious possibly right now. They're checking him for any weapons right now in his ankles. He is not moving. We didn't see how this ended. He crawled underneath the truck as we thought. So I don't know if they used some sort of non-lethal force. They have those stun guns in their possession. They will. He is not moving at all at this point. So we'll see LAFD arrive on scene here and treat the suspect, but no movement at all. No, we did not. We do not. He ran around the front side of the truck, and then it appeared that he climbed underneath it, and then we saw officers. But it was a very quick. Whatever happened quickly in that he was taken into custody. We didn't see officers with guns drawn around the truck at all. It looks like one of the officers. No, he has not. You see that green? You see that green? That's a stun gun right there that the officer's holding on above the suspect. And it looked like his arms. He was rubbing his arms down, looking like he may have suffered some abrasions from the asphalt down below while he was pulling the suspect out and taking him into custody. So no movement from the suspect. Yeah, exactly. He was wiping his elbows down. Looked like he may have suffered some abrasions, as possibly the officer immediately to his left. So whether or not that stun gun was used, we're going to find out from the Los Angeles Police Department. Let's widen out a little bit as we toss it back to you and we conclude the coverage of this. We'll see if the Los Angeles Fire Department is here. It'll be Station 90, LAFD 90, which is just down the street, just a couple of blocks that will respond, the paramedics. And we saw it with the earlier pursuit. It was rather dramatic ending in that shooting, that officer-involved shooting. And then the officers that were pursuing that suspect actually performed CPR on him. He's bleeding, right? Yeah, I think he's putting on a show, don't you? Look, now he's moving around. He knew we went off the air, so now he's moving. Hey, ER?
Again, for those of you just joining us, we are watching the aftermath of a slow speed pursuit. The suspect there on the ground allegedly stole a Penske truck. Yep, that's a semi-truck. A big rig. Was traveling at a slow rate of speed in the San Fernando Valley. According to Fox in Los Angeles, this may have started as a domestic situation. As you can see, the suspect is now moving on the ground and speaking with authorities.
That should